Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway.
Well, Wayne Rooney's role today will be crucial. We all know of his qualities as a goal scorer, but a lot's going to be expected from his creativity too. It's very rare for a striker to have such wonderful vision.
Yeah, he's a player whose performances always have an influence on the game one way or another.
Yeah, he's going to have to play the role of distributor, ball carrier and link man, and sometimes even track back. But he can do it all. He has an incredible work rate and an insatiable desire for victory.
Beckham, he's got away. Cross goes in, bullish header! Big moment, massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Tries to pass it through. Shot at goal! That is delicious! He's got himself an absolute peach. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Can he finish? Goal, Brazil! And they've got their lead back.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Tries to cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. Played it again. He leaps for it. Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
And it's James. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Rooney. And this is Ronaldo. He's going for goal! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. And we have our very first corner.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's looking wide. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. It's their second corner of the game. Messi plays it short. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Brazil are looking to go forward now. Oh, well played, well played. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Ferdinand clears without hesitation. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Towering header! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Messi. Messi makes a move down the right. Cristiano Ronaldo. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Gerrard really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Bullet. Always onto this. And he cuts out the supply. Now, what about a counter-attack? Beckham. Brazil have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Beckham goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Gerrard. Rooney. Ferdinand can clear it away. Gerrard. And here's Roberto Carlos. Played in by Roberto Carlos. And it's hoisted clear. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, good-looking ball. The less said about that pass, the better. And he thumps it clear. Thuram. Thuram drives forward on the overlap. Oh, nice touch. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Hullet. And this is Ronaldo. Beckham. James, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. And it's half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Brazil ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. So off we go again. Tries to play it through. Roberto Carlos picks it up and a header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Thuram. Some good work on the right flank here. Hullet looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That ball looks a good one. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Thuram. Messi. That's Gerrard.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Threads one in. Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. The defender is not giving up on this. Rooney. Passing is crisp and sharp. Referee's given a throw. Thuram making good progress on the right-hand side. Nicely weighted ball. Gerrard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well read, nice interception. In with the challenge.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Nesta gets over and intercepts. Bullet dominates aerially so often.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
So changes afoot here,
Messi.
and from both sides.
Number 5, Gerrard. Number 10, Bullet. Number 20, Rooney. Coming on the field, number 24, Bale.
Great
Number
effort, but
19,
no way through.
Gattuso. Number 7, Bellingham. Number 13, Eto'o. Substitution.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Seedorf has it in a wide position. And now a sudden chance to counter. Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. And it's Nedved. He's a sharp little ball here. Pinches it off him. That's a throw. Roberto Carlos. Keeper has taken decisive action. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Not the most accurate pass. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Brazil still have the cards to affect this game. And they are prompt with their pressing. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. James, he's shifting through the gears here. Oh, it's played into the area. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Bale. Good running, strong and purposeful. And it's Bellingham. Great vision. A real chance! It's a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. So again, we have parity.
Well, now they've saved themselves. You can really sense a change in the whole atmosphere here. It's going to be pretty manic from now to the final whistle.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Brazil clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Got to... And a chance! And that's a tiny finish. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Substitution in progress.
Brazil have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Pelé getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to...
Goes for a shot! And that's a good finish. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give...
And the shot! And one more try! Goal, Brazil! And the comeback is complete! Seedorf at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Brazil have their lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He's picked his way through. Can he get on the end of this? Whistle's gone and they've got themselves a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Nedved, that's a promising position. Maicon is looking to influence the game from out wide. 5 minutes to add. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That pass has been well intercepted. That's Nedved. That's going across goal.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
And that's that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
Just a quick
Brazil have done it. There are people without a fingernail left between them after what they have just witnessed.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can, and that they did.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening
Hello,
here.
everybody,
A
and
clear
welcome
night,
to
all
today's
the
match.
ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about anticipation, positioning, and reading the game superbly. There's very few who were able to...
Oh, he's been caught. Goes for the header! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Well, he had a choice to make. He could have gone with his foot, but he got it absolutely right with that diving header. Brilliant.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Perilously close. Roberto Carlos. Rooney. Pull it. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And it's Roberto Carlos. And this is Ronaldo. Nicely spread. And here's Hullet. Now it's Rooney. Now it's Roberto Carlos.
That's good play from him.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pull it. Showing great feet there. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Brazil are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That's really well manoeuvred. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hoisted it. He leaps for it. Harmlessly behind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And it's Hullet. In with the challenge. Vieira has given away a free kick. Oh, a very decent attempt. Thuram. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Well spotted.
Desailly is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. And here's Rooney. Roberto Carlos. Delivers the ball. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Maldini. Gerrard. Out towards the flank.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
It's a good foot in there. Cristiano Ronaldo.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Half an hour played now. Vieira. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It's a good spell of possession, this. Cristiano Ronaldo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Maldini does well to get it back. Now it's Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. James. And it's Vieira. Passing nice and neat. And he's in on goal!
Brazil certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Maldini. Now Rooney. Rooney.
Such good technique.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. And that was very necessary. Koller. So what can they make of this? Great vision. Oh, played through for the wide man. And that is expertly dealt with. Spread it left. That is ended up in no man's land. Vieira.
There will be 1 minute.
Roberto Carlos. The final seconds now. Knocks it out wide, and he's quick to return it. James picks it up out wide. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Brazil trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So off we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Gullit. Thuram. And it's Vieira. And it's Rooney. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking to play. And he shoots! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Roberto Carlos. Vieira, played out wide. Very nicely done. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Cross needs terrific effort. It's hit the upright. And he's quick to get rid. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Yaya Toure.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
It's a promising position. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's Hullet. Knocks it out wide. And this is Hullet. And now they can clear their lines. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Thuram. Maldini. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Rooney. Hullet. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Pass somewhat off target. Yaya Toure. And he was quick to react. Roberto Carlos. Played out to the left flank. And they can counter here. Back towards the middle. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And he's being shifted off it. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Hullet. And that's another good win of the ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
So changes afoot here,
Messi.
and from both sides.
Number 20, Rooney. Number 5, Gerrard. Number 10,
Frustratingly close.
Number 14, Roberto Carlos. Coming on the field, number 24, Bale. Number 11, Vinicius Junior. Number 19, Gattuso. Number 8, Johan Cruyff. Number 3, Zanetti. Substitution in progress.
Oh, can he get onto this?
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Pele. Desailly cuts it out.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nicely weighted ball. Can he get onto this? That's very neat.
Cruyff's cross.
Oh, great leap!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nedved. Seedorf. Adriano. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Cruyff conjures time and space where few can. Looking for the run.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Nedved. Gattuso cuts out the pass. Vieira. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Nedved.
There will be 1 minute at a
Driving
time.
on and making good progress. Cristiano Ronaldo. There's the shot! It is close, but that is the last of it. Brazil perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall
Hello
disappointment.
everybody, and please join me in
Well,
wishing
after all
a
of that,
happy
Jim,
wedding
what are you
anniversary
thinking?
for one of
Well,
our
there was a
fan club
distinct
members.
lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match that
and
will
welcome
really
to
get the
today's
juices
match.
flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3. Messi! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that pass just didn't quite work. Roberto Carlos is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Seedorf. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Takes a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Seedorf has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And it's James.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive mid...
Tries a shot! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's in one. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. James in acres of space out wide. Oh, good effort! Seedorf.